Hey everybody, welcome to Keto Tribe. Today, we are going to share a recipe for the world's best keto fudge brownies. Make sure to watch until the end to get the complete recipe. This is the moistest keto fudge brownie recipe. These brownies will have the best consistency and a rich fudge flavor. We guarantee that this recipe will be your next favorite recipe once you try it for the first time. So, are you ready to enjoy making these amazing, mouth-watering brownies? Let us wait no more and begin with the ingredients that you will need. To start, preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. For this recipe you need 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, a quarter cup of cocoa powder and 3 large eggs to room temperature. 1 cup of erythritol, 2 ounces of 100% unsweetened chocolate, 12 tablespoons of butter, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and finally, a pinch of salt. It is important for the eggs to be at room temperature. Make sure to take them out of the refrigerator about 30 minutes before starting to prepare your keto brownies. What's good about this recipe is we can substitute the use of coconut flour with almond flour. However, if you choose almond flour, you will have to use 6 tablespoons of almond flour instead of 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. If you wonder why we decided to use coconut flour instead of almond flour, it is mainly because we are aware that many people suffer from certain allergies, hence we wanted to make this recipe nut-free. After all, we care about you and your health. We have made sure to provide you with some beneficial coconut baking options that will help you prepare this mesmerizing fudgy brownie recipe that will make you crave for more. In this recipe we will not be using an 8x8 brownie pan, we will be using an 8x4 loaf pan instead. However, feel free to use a normal brownie pan, just double the recipe ingredients and the baking time will last a bit longer. Just use a toothpick to test the brownies when they're done. Now to mix the dry ingredients. Start by adding a quarter cup of cocoa powder to the bowl. Then proceed to add a pinch of salt and 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. Once you have added these ingredients to the bowl, make sure to mix very well to remove clumps from the powder. You can do this with the help of a fork. Now to mix the wet ingredients. Take a separate bowl and crack 3 eggs in it. Then add half a cup of erythritol plus half a teaspoon of vanilla extract to the eggs. Whip the ingredients together until it reaches 3 times its original size. When your ingredients have reached 3 times its original volume, set the bowl with the wet mixture aside. Take another empty bowl and put 2 ounces of baker's chocolate in it. For this recipe, we are going to opt for microwaving the chocolate with the butter, but feel free to use any other method you want, like a double boiler. Add 12 tablespoons of butter to the chocolate, then microwave for about 30 seconds so that you will not end up burning the chocolate mixture. Once both ingredients are perfectly melted, proceed by adding the egg mixture into 3 parts. At this point, you can use a spatula instead of a whisk because it can make the process of folding and combining your ingredients much easier for you. For the last step, gradually add the dry ingredients to the wet mixture of chocolate in 3 parts. Gently combine your ingredients until you get a thick and smooth batter at the same time. Now that you have prepared the batter, do not forget to grease the loaf pan with cooking spray, then simply pour the batter into the loaf pan. Bake the batter at a temperature of 325 degrees Fahrenheit for about 55 to 60 minutes at most. Once the baking process is over, remove them from the oven and let them cool for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then cut the brownies into 10 pieces of equal brownie size. You will not believe how amazing these brownies taste. They will melt in your mouth with an explosion of fudge-filled flavor. Even after a day or 2, your brownies won't lose their delicious and fudgy taste. Just microwave them for a few seconds and enjoy a sumptuous brunch with your brownie and a cup of almond milk. Please do not hesitate to leave your feedback after trying this recipe. Thank you very much for sharing this fudging experience with us. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss more videos about the ketogenic diet and much more. See you in the next video. Take care.